So, on that note, I'd like to give a warm welcome to our neighbor from down the street. He's over at Trenton Social. So please give a round of